And now Betsy Jibben has our Shields Plays of the Week.
Vining was victorious, Washington defended its title, and Brower and her Knights did the same. All in this edition of your Shields Plays of the Week. We'll start off our countdown with Augustana football at Kirkby-Over Stadium. Just before the half, Augustana's Ben Parsley jumped up between two Minnesota State defensive backs for another brilliant touchdown grab. Number 4 takes us to Aberdeen for boys and girls state soccer. Aberdeen Central's Paige Summers scored this incredible goal with an injured arm as she led the Golden Eagles to a 2-0 victory over O'Gorman in overtime. Sioux Falls Christian's Carson Long scored this goal from a tough angle as the Sioux Falls Christian boys defeated O'Gorman 2-1 in a shootout. Continuing on to number 3 at Sherman Park in Sioux Falls. The bases were juiced for Michaela Mayer when she hit this grand slam, helping the Warriors defeat Rapid City Stevens 7-0. Then Washington beat Mitchell 9-0, earning its second straight state title. Number 2 takes us to the state AA golf tournament in Mitchell. With birdies and great shots like this around the green, it is no surprise that Lincoln sophomore Tommy Vining shot a 2-day total of 144, winning the state tournament and helping the Patriots win the team title. And finally, at number 1 is sophomore Morgan Brower. During the girls' state tennis tournament, she won her singles match in 3 sets and the doubles match with Jenna Zarnicki, helping lead the O'Gorman Knights to its 6th straight team title, defending her title in both. And those are your Shields Plays of the Week.
All right, Betsy, now for some area sports.
And now, here's Betsy Jibben with your Shields Plays of the Week.
The Jacks came out on top after a bye week. Roosevelt Volleyball roughed up city competition, and Yankton Soccer is king of the hill. All in this edition of your Shields Plays of the Week. We'll start off our countdown at the Sioux Falls Arena with the Stampede Indiana Ice matchup. The Stampede's C.J. Franklin with the breakaway scored the goal, helping the Herd to a 4-2 victory over Indiana. The Stampede have won 4 straight games. Continuing on to the state AA soccer tournament in Rapid City, Yankton's Osmar Pacheco lobbed the ball to Zach Benjamin for the header, helping lead the Bucks to a 3-0 victory for the boys' state title. Number 3 takes us to Flandreau. Flyer running back Mitchell Foster zigzagged past defenders, avoided tackles, and scampered down the field for a touchdown. Foster had 3 touchdowns, leading his top-ranked team to a 55-0 victory over Bon Homme. Number 2 is the Roosevelt volleyball team. In a match against the state's top AA teams, Roosevelt held off the O'Gorman Knights in 4 sets. Maggie DeYoung had 20 kills and 13 blocks for the new number 1 team in Class AA. And finally, at number 1 is SDSU football at Coughlin Alumni Stadium. The Jacks receiver Tyrell Cool took the opening kickoff and sped down the field, returning it 103 yards for a touchdown. SDSU topped Western Illinois 31-10. The Jacks are on top of the Missouri Valley Conference with a 3-0 mark. And those are your Shields Plays of the Week. The Mustangs are back on track, Brandon Valley continued to cruise, and the Nighthawks kept their winning streak alive. All in this edition of your Shields Plays of the Week. We'll start off our countdown with college football in Orange City. DSU's quarterback Brandon Large hit Stacy Berg with a 75-yard bomb and a large touchdown for the Trojans, and their loss to the Red Raiders. Number 4 takes us to White for Dubrook against Castlewood. The Dolphins' Ryan Knutson was unstoppable on this play, dodging tacklers as he raced 40 yards for the first of 2 touchdowns, helping Dubrook beat Castlewood 34-12. Number 3 comes from Brandon. On the first play of the game, Brandon Valley's Chase Marceau hit Matt Vanderberg for this 68-yard touchdown, setting the tone for the game. Vanderberg also made this amazing one-handed catch that didn't count because of penalty. Vanderberg had 4 scores as the Lynx defeated Lincoln 31-13. Continuing on to number 2 in Colton for Tri-Valley's homecoming game. Early in the second quarter, the Mustangs quarterback Brett Page somehow avoided a sack and completed this dazzling pass for a touchdown strike to Dominic Burgraff. The Mustangs upset the top-ranked Warriors of 11A 28-21.
And finally, at number 1, Boyden Hull Rock Valley remains number 1 in Class 2A in Iowa. The Nighthawks' Brant Van Rokel gave his team the lead for good with this 85-yard touchdown run as they beat second-ranked Spirit Lake 25-10. And those are your Shields Plays of the Week. As the State A Legion Baseball Tournament nears, Landon Bush is one athlete that won't go unnoticed. Playing high school and Legion ball for the Bandits, Bush had Division I schools such as Minnesota, South Dakota State, and Nebraska eager to sign him. But Bush had his eye on a different school and signed early on.
Kansas State jumped on me really early, and they called me often, they talked to me often. I felt really comfortable with all the coaches. I met the players, and I just felt like when I went down there that was the right fit.
With an earned run average of 2.23 and an opponent batting average of 194, it is no surprise that this southpaw has received much attention. And that's not all he's capable of. Bush has a batting average of over 400, making him a key ingredient aiding to Brookings' success.
I have 3 pitches that I try and work in evenly, try and get ahead with the fastball, obviously, and hopefully that get me up in the count, get a ground ball or 2, and get me out of innings.
He's put in the time, and I think his competitiveness and his work ethic is kind of what has helped him, get the most out of his talent.
Bush is taking small steps every day to fulfill his dream.
Win the state championship. Get better every day. But other than that, I'll just take it one day at a time and see where it goes.
It's gone pretty well for the kid who plays 3rd at the National Pitch, Hit, and Run competition as a 9-year-old. Who knows, maybe down the road we'll get to see him as a Wildcat at the College World Series in Omaha. In Brookings, Betsy Jibben, KDLT Sports. Very few can say they're the best at what they do, but Steven Reber is just that in the field of Taekwondo. Growing up in Canton, he fell in love with martial arts. For the last 12 years, he's been competing against the best in his sport.
I train anywhere from 15 to 16 hours a week between my workouts here in class and the workouts I do at the gym as well.
As a first-degree black belt, he's known to many as the best in the world. Last year, he came up on top in nationals and won 7 out of 8 regional tournaments. But he's not done yet.
I did receive 3rd place last year at Worlds, so this year I kind of know what to expect from certain things, and I've trained even harder, and I'm looking to get that top spot this year.
Reber says he hopes his hard work pays off.
What drives me is with perseverance, self-discipline, honor and respect, to make my friends and family proud, to do the best that I can.
And his determination shines through.
I'm very, very competitive. I'm just trying to do justice to Sioux Falls and South Dakota and represent the best I can.
But his aspirations don't stop there. Reber wants to give back to others.
I'm going to be involved with martial arts and Taekwondo for the rest of my life. Maybe I won't be competing for forever, but I would certainly like to continue to be involved with martial arts as an instructor and a student.
A competitor and future instructor who has the potential of holding the world in the palm of his hands. Betsy Jibben, KDLT News, Sioux Falls.
Last time, guys, hands up. Ready? Rock it!